Hello everyone. Hope so I'm audible. Just let me know once that I'm audible or not. Okay, thank you, Harik. Hi everyone. Thank you so much. So let's start with the today's session. Welcome. Now today we will be discussing about what's the future of blockchain, future with blockchain. So like how can you get engaged with the blockchain technology and how can you get to know more, how can you get involved with it, even though if you're technical or non-technical person, how can you get involved with the blockchain technology and how it will benefit you, how can you make the career in blockchain, that all things, and what blockchain has for you to offer. That's we are going to see today. So like always before starting, we will have a quick recap what we have seen till now. Yesterday we saw that what are types of blockchain. So four types of blockchain we saw. That first was the public blockchain, which means that it's available for anyone who is using internet nowadays, and they can be the part of blockchain. They can interact with it. They can use it. And we also saw in our practical demo that how we can explore the blockchain via Etherscan. Like Etherscan is a platform where you can scan the blockchain, like what blocks have been added, how what the data that blocks consists of, everything. This is how a public blockchain works. It's open for all. Anyone can come, anyone can go according to their wish, and they can be a part of it. Second type of blockchain is private blockchain. In private blockchain, what happens is it's designed by a particular organization, and the people in that organization into that network only can access that blockchain. So if we compare public and private blockchain, what is the difference? Here are also network of people, and here is also network of people, both accessing blockchain. But if I am a neutral person, I am not in any of the network, still I can go in the public blockchain, I can explore what's happening and all. But that's not possible with the private. The private blockchain, the data remains itself in that network. But in public blockchain, even though you're not the part of that blockchain, you can go there, you can access the data. Then third comes consortium blockchain. In consortium blockchain, what happens is it's like uh, there are two organizations and two or more organizations. They can have a single blockchain, and the data will be into themselves only. The network is into themselves, and they only can access the data, and the decentralization of the data is into that number of people there itself. That's what consortium blockchain means. And then fourth part we saw was the hybrid blockchain. So in hybrid blockchain, what happens is like there is mixture of public and private blockchain. Some part of it is private, but most of the part of it is public. So this is how the hybrid blockchain works. Then we saw some applications of blockchain last session. So in application we saw Brave browser. It is a decent browser based out of blockchain, and we also saw the practical demo that how to use Brave browser, it offers you, how the tokenizations in Brave browser works, what wallet system it provides, that we saw. Then the second application we saw was Augur, Trace Donate, Votes, Media Chain. These are all types of block projects which are working over the blockchain. They are built over the blockchain, so they can be called as decentralized applications. uh, how to learn this as a beginner. So, like as a beginner, you will first need to learn about what a blockchain is, how it works, and what are the fundamentals of it. Once you get the fundamentals clear, then even if you're a technical person or a non-technical person, you will get to be the part of blockchain and be start your journey as a blockchain person or the blockchain, whatever you like. If you're a content creator, blockchain content creator, if a developer, blockchain developer, in that way. If you want a complete roadmap, today in today's section, I have also planned to show you the complete roadmap uh, of how to start as a blockchain person or blockchain developer. The Internet of Money is a good. Yes, it's really a good book, and you should read it once, and you will come to know about the all the tokenomics and everything, how the blockchain and how the finance everything works in this world. Now, the third thing we saw was cryptocurrencies and tokens. What are they? Cryptocurrencies are the currencies of the blockchain, and they are limited to that blockchain itself. And tokens are same as cryptocurrencies, but they are the fungible assets which are used by the projects to give value to users. Like they will have some monetary value or some like some fungible value, like it may be converted to money or it may be converted to any product you want. In that way token works. Like for a blockchain there will be a single cryptocurrency which will be used throughout the blockchain, and tokens are related to projects. So if there is one token, it can only be related to one project, and if possible, if the second other project wants to use the same token, they can also. It depends on the projects, but this one blockchain will have only one cryptocurrency. That's we saw. Now we're today going to say some blockchain use cases. So from here today's section starts. So what are the use cases of blockchain like NFT, DeFi? Now we are going to see them in deep today. Not in deep, in a brief today. Uh, so first we will start with non-fungible tokens. So what are non-fungible tokens? So like there are some assets like videos asset. Video is an asset. In the blockchain world they are called as assets. Video is an asset, audio can be an asset, a PDF can be an asset, a image can be an asset. So when you upload it on a blockchain and you give it some unique ID to the that asset, that asset becomes a non-fungible token. What does non-fungible mean? Like for example, I will keep two 1 rupee coins in front of you. So you will not be able to differentiate about in both of them. Both will have same value wherever you go. Both the 1 rupee coins. But if I keep two pairs of shoes in front of you, which are of same company, but one of them is a limited edition shoes and one of them is a normal shoes from the same company. The limited edition shoes will have a greater value, and normal shoes will have a bit less value than that limited edition shoes. So what happens is like they are a non-fungible, like they cannot replace anyone. That is a unique piece in the world, and that will have the same value. That is called as non-fungible. This is called as non-fungible tokens, and hence the images you see as NFT, the 3D arts, the 2D arts, the videos, the audios which are on blockchain and have a unique value to it are called as non-fungible tokens. They are cryptographic assets, we can say. Second part of the blockchain now, which is emerging, is a metaverse. So what is a metaverse? It's a 3D visual world. So it's same like a 3D visual world, but all the blockchain elements are integrated with it. So there is social connection with the people. Like you can enter the world and you can talk to the people around them. You can also work with them. Some of the projects are also metaverse projects are also uh, allowing you to earn from it. Like they are also using augmented reality, virtual reality along in that projects. This is the concept of metaverse. Like it is a replica of the real world or the world which is created over the internet, and people can go into that world and be the part of world, interact with people, socialize there, and do anything and everything that platform offers to you. I think everything is clear until here. If there are any doubts, then you can ask me in the chat section. What do you think? Like how much time will metaverse will take to coming in the market? Actually, the metaverse projects are being launched in the market. So if you go to Decentraland, you can go to Sandbox. These are the most of the projects which are metaverse based project, and they're already launched uh, in the blockchain world. Metaverse and in metaverse Sandbox and Decentraland are hosted on Ethereum, and there are a lot of projects which are being made, and they are going to come in the coming months or so. So if you see the projects which are coming up after a year or so, you will see a lot of metaverse projects which will be launched. But I think it's not by Meta. No. So like the concept of metaverse was started before the Facebook renamed itself as Meta. Like Facebook was the one uh, who added the wave of metaverse and changed its name to Meta to make itself as a metaverse company. It was just I think one of the marketing move because they have also occupied Oculus and they are building some metaverse related thing around that product. So Meta is also not completely decentralized. For your information, like the Meta, which is the Facebook company, is not over a blockchain. It's a Web2 company still. It has not transformed. Just keeping the name Meta will not make it a Web3 company. They will need to create the products which are over blockchain or over Web3 infrastructure, which is built to be a Web3 company. So I think they are working on it. They are also going to launch the digital currency soon. Uh, that's what I have heard about. And but there are better projects that are metaverse driven. So I can list them in chat section also. The central land sandbox. These are some of the projects. I can also provide links to it. I will definitely suggest you to go to Decentraland and experience the metaverse there. Oh, before a week ago, I played with 13 Decentraland. Yeah. There are a lot of games hosted there, and it's graded by my answer. Yeah. It's a very great place to be there. What can you do post buying land? So what can you do post buying a land is like you can create some assets over that land, like you can create a house or a building or anything over there, and then you can like uh, host some parties, some meetups there where people can come. You can keep some tickets also there so that you can earn from it for that party host. Like for example, I have a big land in the central land and I built a nice clubhouse over it. So I can invite the people who are interested in learning blockchain there, and I can charge them like $100, and I can say that come here, I will teach you for a week in this clubhouse. Anyone interested will pay me and come there, and the avatars will be 3D avatars there. Their 3D avatars will be there, and we will be learning in a virtual world there. It's too costly. Yes, there are like what happens is when you are working or you're interacting on Ethereum, there are high gas fees. What a gas fees are like, it's a transaction fee for doing one transaction. They are very high. So due to that, what happens is the cost of the transaction increases and it becomes costly. But there are alternatives for that. Like there are some chains like Polygon, Solana, then Tezos. These are the emerging chains along apart from Ethereum, which are these gas fees and where you can pay in very less amount, and you can be the part of metaverse and other projects also in an immersive internet where you feel a sense of presence with the people who are with it. Yes, that can be a correct definition of a metaverse. You can feel like sense of presence with people and you can socialize there. That can be a better definition also. Around 22 lakhs for 2 blocks of land. Like what happens is like in metaverse, like there are, for example, uh, in a decentraland there are 10 blocks. For example, not there are not 10, there are like thousands and thousands of blocks. If there are 10 blocks and there are 100 people, they are willing to buy the blocks. So it's the it's it's the rule that as the demand will increase, the price will increase. The number of people are more, the quantity is less, and So the price increases. As the price increases, the value of the product also increases. So there are thousands and lakhs of blocks in Decentraland, or but the users are in millions. And also adding over it the gas fees, the transaction fees are more over there. That's what it makes costlier. But in coming months or coming years, there are more cheaper products that are coming up and that will be hosted, and you can make a tons out of it. So anything else you want to talk about metaverse, you can put it in the chat. Otherwise, we'll go ahead. Is it a wise decision to invest in land? Yeah, like it totally depends. So like I have seen a lot of projects like where they buy a land in a very cheaper rate at starting, and after that some of the products like they also collaborate with film stars or any big creator, and if your land is near that creator's land which they have collaborated with, the price of the land increases, and it gives you the value more value out of it. Like if you take one block for 100 rupees now, and after the sometime the value of the land increased to 10,000, 2,000, now you will make the more out of it. But it will be wise decision if you go through the project, know about the project, what they are building, what they are making, what they're offering you, and what you can get out of it. And if you think that's wise, then buying will be wise. It totally depends on what you research about the project, and do you think it has a future. Like I can say that go to this project and buy this land and you will be millionaire in 2 months. I can't say that. I can't guarantee that. It's your choice that you should go there and see the project, analyze it, do your own research, what they say, and then take the decision. I want to buy land so I can rent it. Yeah, definitely. If the project is allowing you to buy and rent it, it's I think it's a great idea. But there should be also people who want to take your land on rent, and how they will use it. That land, that also depends. Have you guys since tenant? Uh, yes, yes, I have heard about it, but never used it. Stephen. Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, I can't say much about it because I have not ever used it. But if anyone in the audience has information about it, they can share, and we can like get to know more projects, what they are coming. I have never used Stephen, so I can't tell you anything which I don't know. Like I will research about it and they can I can tell you in the next session, or else I also heard for the first time. So the next part comes, that is decentralized finance. So what is decentralized finance? To know what is decentralized finance, we will need to see the history of finance. So like what happens is first when in 2007, sorry, Bitcoin was launched, it was used as a utility token. Like you can only buy new products, or you can only buy new products, or you can transfer and all. That was the utility of the Bitcoin, and that is the utility of the Bitcoin now. So after that was the one financial condition, financial state that was Bitcoin in. You can only send it to someone, buy it, or in that way. But afterwards, in around 2015, Ethereum was launched. Then in 2017, or in that period, Solana, Tezos, Polygon came into existence. So when these types of chains come into existence, they give users a freedom to create their own apps on that freedom to create their own apps on that blockchains. So like when these blockchains were created, you were able to create your own projects over it. So that's what lacked in Bitcoin. So when these projects were launched, a decentralized finance came into existence. Like what happens in decentralized finance is like you can the Ethereum's for example Ethereum on Ethereum the ethers you own, you can trade with either the tokens or the project tokens, so you can interact with the project tokens, or you can give it into the liquidation market where you will get uh, like percent of interest over it for lending and buying. A lending and buying protocol was introduced in that way. Aave has a good functionality. Aave is one of the DeFi project which has good functionalities over it. The functionalities like DeFi projects are like one of the example is like lending and borrowing. Then there is one of the functionality they provide is like swapping the tokens. Like you can swap one token to other. That's one of the functionality it provides. There are a lot of decentralized DeFi projects that exist in the market, and I had planned more sessions ahead where I will be dedicating each and every session for NFT, Metaverse, DeFi, etc. What we are going to learn. I am giving a quick brief about DeFi means it's a decentralized finance, and in this finance, what happens is there are finance like if you see in our current finance situation, there are a lot of projects. Like if you see, there are stock markets, there are FDs, there are recurring deposit RDs, there are bonds, there are these are the financial instruments that are available for us to invest and make money or gold, etc. In that way, decentralized finance has its own instruments, and we can use that instruments to make money, to transfer money, to swap money. Also, money in the sense the cryptocurrencies I'm talking about. This is why decentralized finance is made, and we will be exploring the blockchain project over decentralized finance along incoming sessions, which I have planned. Any doubts until here? You can ask. The examples of decentralized finance are like Aave, as I said, then uh, Curve Finance, Uniswap, Cake DeFi. These are a lot of examples. After that comes decentralized autonomous organizations or DAOs. One question: why would banks allow DeFi? There is no authority for any bank to take the DeFi applications out of internet because the DeFi applications are based out of blockchain, and there is no control over blockchain. Like for example, government or banks or someone doesn't like any feature of Facebook or Google, they can directly contact the office of Google and they can say that we don't want this feature in India and you have to stop it, and or else they will ban their website in India. So this is what happens. Like China has also banned a lot of websites in their country, and uh, due to which the users can't use it. But what happens in blockchain that there is no central authority. It's distributed all over the users, and users are responsible for what they do there. So no bank, no government, nothing can stop the work of the blockchain, and all the DeFi products are built over the blockchain. So banks can't do anything, even though they don't like it. They can't do anything. So what currently government is also doing is that they can ban the cryptocurrency. They are regulating it. They are imposing taxes, heavy taxes. So users will be more careful while using it. That's what bank can do. And they can also track. They cannot track the each and every user's assets. So now they are trying to track the exchange wallets, where like CoinSwitch, Kuber, WazirX wallets we have, Coinbase wallets. They are trying to uh, regulate them. Could you please give an example with respect to DAO? Oh yes, I will be giving an example with respect to DAO. So like, let me give an analogy to you. Like, if I started a company today, like I will be the founder of the company, then I will, for example, it's a graphic designing company, let's say. So I will hire some managers who will manage the work in the company. Some HR will be there who will be have helping for human resource department, and there will be some employees, and this will be some rough structure of the organization I will be building. So I will be the top authority, then there will be someone, and then there will be someone, and all the then I become the central person in the organization, and I control all over it. So this is called as a central organization. And what does DAO offer? Decentralized autonomous organization. What it offers is like all are equal, and everyone there would do their work in the organization. So what happens is like where a DAO is created, if I am creating a DAO, uh, people can come into my DAO by paying for it. Like if the fees of the DAO is for 10 tokens, they will pay 10 tokens and will be part of my DAO, and they will have then equal rights as me. If I'm having any right, they will also have any rights. Then we can also have categories in the DAO, like some the experts who are the people who are in the DAO. If they're expert in HR, they will handle all the HR of the DAO. If they're expert in finance, they can be the financial officer of the DAO. And what happens in the DAO is like if there is some decision wants to make. So, for example, in centralized organization, what I said, if I am the central person, if decision is to be made, the final permission should be mine. If I give the permission to do anything, everyone will do the same thing. But what happens is in DAO is like if everyone is equal now, if I want to do some changes, I will raise an issue, and then everyone will check the issue. They will say that what he wants, what the issue is, and how it can be resolved, or what is his proposal. We can say proposal in better way. If I propose something, everyone will review it. They will vote, like how many agree with the proposal and how many disagree with the proposal. What the maximum voting will be, the action will be taken along with it. If majority of the people accept the proposal, it will be implemented over the DAO. Else, it will not be implemented. So there is equal participation of each and every person in the DAO. And what happens is like for participation, once people who are in the DAO, if someone does good participation, they were rewarded, and someone does a bad participation, like they are trying to manipulate the DAO and do some unwanted things, then they will be charged and they will be blocked from the DAO. So this is how a decentralized organizations works, autonomous organizations work. Can we say equal rights in decentralized? And yes, everyone has equal right. Like there are a lot of DAOs currently available. You can enter the DAO, you can be part of it, and you can start interacting with DAO. You can give your expertise to them. You can take expertise from them as well, and this will help everyone to be work together in an equal position, and you can also earn through it. This is how the decentralized autonomous organizations work. Any doubts until there, you can ask. Okay, let's go forward. I think there are no questions. Future in blockchain. So do you want to be, why is DAO different from paid subscription groups? In the paid subscription groups also, the incentives you get are a little, or they are also dependent on someone. Even though you are in a subscription group, there will be a central authority to it, and it will be on the central authority platform. So what DAO offers it, it's on a blockchain. Already blockchain is decentralized and everything is distributed over it. And on top of it, you are building it out, that is also decentralized. So it's an ultimate level of decentralization, and you have you have like all the rights, you have all the visibility, everything is open and in front of you, and nothing is hidden in front of you. That's why DAOs are better than I think subscription groups. Any tools or software available to implement DAO in organization? Like for implementing DAO in organizations, there are no such tools or softwares. Like you have to create a DAO. Like if you have a company and you have to create a DAO over it, like you have to build that community on the blockchain. And I think there are a lot of DAOs that also provide these facilities. We will be covering this in the dedicated sessions for DAO. Like we are also there are metaverse, decentralized finance. There are so wide topics that we cannot complete this in one session. So I have decided we will be taking dedicated sessions for it, and we will like for 1 hour we will be completely talking about DAOs there. Fairmint, yeah, you can check out it. What we will discuss. Okay. What we will discuss in future of blockchain is how you can be in the blockchain world. Where is your place? How can you get into it? And how can you like get into the blockchain and start earning, become a part of blockchain? First, we will go with the technical fields. Like there are front-end engineers, tech architects, software engineers, which are ever. These are the examples I have listed. There are a lot of more examples. Like there are project auditors, there are project managers, there are project developers, etc. These are the fields. I have listed some out of it, like software engineers. What are software engineers? They create the software over blockchain, like creating a decentralized application or creating the blockchain itself. That's what they do. And average salary they get is around 7 to 8 LPA. The second field is tech architect. The role of tech architect is to design the product they are building, and as one of the highest paying jobs in the blockchain, and they offer like around 18 LPA and more. There are also front-end engineers who build the website applications, then anything which is visually visible to you, like AR, VR, then uh, websites, mobile applications, everything that comes under front-end engineers, and they design it, they build it, and every salary start from 5 to 6 LPA. These are some of the technical fields. Any field you want to know about? Like you can discuss here, like you want to know that how can I get as a graphic designer, as a etc. That how can I get into it as this, and I will surely tell you some things. Some non-technical things are like product managers who manages the product, how the roles are distributed, then how the duties are assigned, how projects are managed, how the projects are being completed, and the products are delivered on the blockchain. This is the one role which is available, and the average salary gives is like 16, 17, 18, around that 16, 17 LPA. And then business analyst is one who analyzes the business of the product and who suggests some business plans and all. Uh, this is like they can, and they have a large portion of work on business analysis to evaluate the technologies. They evaluate the technology which is the best for this business, and they suggest some changes in the product. An average salary start from 6 7 LPA. It is the average salary. It can be more also, and it can be around that number 6 7 LPA. It can be any salary. It depends on the project also what they're offering. A third field can be a community manager. Like you can say a lot of projects are built and each project has its own community, so manage that community, manage their users, keep users interacted on social medias, and organize events in that community, keep the community engaged with the project. uh, it's a full-time job to use Telegram, Discord, social medias like this. These are the what they offer. What world offers, like average salary distribution all over the world for blockchain profiles is in Asia there is around 87,500 per annum in dollars in USD. In Europe it's around 73,300 per annum. In UK it's 90,000 per annum, and startups are paying a bit less than the more established companies as they have minimum amount of fundings and all. So these are like blockchain profiles which are being offered, the jobs that are being offered in that way. And if you want to be the part of any of this, then it's very easy. It's very simple procedure how you can be the part of it. And this is what each and every field offers. And you can ask in the chat like what you want to know about which field and everything. If you want to know about any field, how to get certified. To get certified as a blockchain developer, it's a technical field, so there are some certification programs. Uh, like there are some of like Upgrad is also giving some graduation program like post graduation program for blockchain developers. Then there are some other companies also which provide certification, so you will need to research about which company is doing the best certification for it. Before getting the certification, you also should see that before the certification, what exams they are going to take for you, what you need to know before giving that exams, and uh, what technical knowledge you need for the exams and all. The next question is like, what is the coding languages we need to know? Does Python work to build blockchain? Yes. This is the slide for you. What you are waiting for, technical skills you need. So like for developing smart contracts, you can use Solidity, Rust, Python, JavaScript, and TypeScript. But yes, it also depends which platform you're choosing. If you're choosing Ethereum to develop, you will need Solidity. If you are choosing like Solana to develop, you will need Rust. If you are choosing Tezos to develop on, Tezos will, and you can get Python, JavaScript, TypeScript. This type of languages are supported by Tezos for creating smart contracts. What are smart contracts? Smart contracts is a piece of code which is a logical structure of any product. Like when you see open a website, you can see the front end, but at back end there are servers which are running on, and they stores data, which computes the data and everything. For that, logic is written in smart contracts, and they are stored on the blockchain. Then you should, if you're building the blockchain itself, you need mathematical proficiency, basic understanding of algorithms. You should know C, C++, Python, Java, etc. And this technology completely depends on what you're working. And the command over blockchain development tools, like these are the development tools which are used, like Get, Mist, Parity, Remix, Solium, Truffle, etc. are the products. These are development tools that they help to develop. Like Remix is the IDE which will help you to create smart contracts using Solidity. That Truffle is a JS library which will help you to integrate your your front end to the smart contract. Then thank you, Sachin, for that link. It will be helpful for everyone. I think so. You can get certifications from this blockchain council also. At the start of my journey also, I researched about this and I found out that this is one of the good companies which provide certification. So exposure to fintech technology, cryptography, information science, and open sourcing. So these are like technologies and some technical terms you also should know before entering. So one last thing, this is everything technical. So who want to be a developer, who want to build a blockchain, etc. This is for them. What is for the non-technical guys? So I will give a basic roadmap for blockchain developers. And when I say developers, it might be quite technical, but 80% of it is applicable for everyone, and last some part is applicable for technical people. So when you see here, you can see like understanding the existing systems and why we need a blockchain. This is the first stage. So like we also discussed in our first session that why blockchain is feature, why we need blockchain and everything. There from there what we started learning the evolution history and introduction to blockchain, how blockchain works and fundamentals of it. This was the second session we took on Monday, I think so. that how blockchain works and what are function it is, basic terminologies, concepts, and everything we covered in that sessions also. And we learned about cryptography and cryptocurrencies also in yesterday's session. So like we have started, like I have given you the basic information which you need to start as a blockchain developer now in these 2 to 3 sessions. Now, introduction to Ethereum, smart contracts, develop your own blockchain and cryptocurrency. These are some technical and some project-based thing. Now, this depends on what you want. When you come to stage 5, in in front of stage 5 depends. If you're a graphic designer and if you have good skills in graphics, you can go to any NFT project and be a graphic designer for that NFT project also. Not only NFT project, you can go for a metaverse project where metaverse is wants assets in there, 3D assets, 2D assets in the metaverse. You can design assets for them. You can also go in normal projects which are built on blockchain. They offer you UI UX designing job roles, like you can design the user experience, user interface of the websites. These are the jobs which they provide also. Then if you are a finance guy, then you can also be a financial advisor, or like CFO of any company, chief financial officer of any company. In this way, like stage for till stage 5, everyone should need to know something about the blockchain before getting into the blockchain technology. And I hope so everything I have covered here up till here is clear to you, and you have now the basic knowledge of blockchain what you want. Apart from that, this stage 6 7 totally depends on what you want to become. Like if you want to become a front-end developer, then instead of introduction to Ethereum and smart contracts, you need introduction to HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, AngularJS in that way. For example, if you want to become a content creator, then instead of you are required to know how to write content. Then if you have any previous experience in content, then it will be a good journey to you because you already reached stage 5 by knowing the blockchain, and you can start creating the content over it. Uh, so like till stage 5, the roadmap is pretty similar to everyone. After it uh, depends on what you want to go with. Any doubt till here? Like any doubts, any feedback, any questions you can ask? Or that was the today's session. You can scan the QR code, or you can visit on the below links and you can message me there that, hey, hey Sanket, I attended your lectures and this is my feedback, or this is my doubt, or how did I mix this class is very good. Shashank, I use Canva for creating the slideshows and all, and it provides me pretty good features there. Very informative session. Thank you so much, Manish. Yeah, you can visit Canva. There are a lot of templates, pre-designed templates also, and they also offer you uh, customization. You can create your own templates also. So, thank you so much, Vivan. Thank you so much, team. Any doubts you can ask me now. If not now, you can connect me to any social media, and I will be open to clear your doubts there. Thank you so much, Vivan. Anyone else? Any doubts? You are a trainer. Yes, I am a developer also. I also run my own company where I'm creating a project. It's a decentralized gaming platform which I'm building over there as a blockchain. It's like a platform where games can be hosted over blockchain, played over blockchain. You can play and earn from these games. That's the platform I'm building. It's my own company, and then apart from that, I'm also working as a blockchain developer in some company, and then I'm also teaching people to learn blockchain. Yeah, that's what I'm doing currently. Yeah, that. Don't forget to hit the follow button to be notified for my next session. So the next session I am planning that we will go deep into NFTs. We will go deep into DeFi, DAO, etc., etc. And after you get the complete knowledge of what is DeFi, what is NFT, what is DAO, one day we will be building our own project on this platform. Surely. Uh, Thank you so much. Okay, I will share my Twitter profile. Yeah, that's my Twitter profile. And this is my LinkedIn. You can connect me anywhere. Thank you so much. You can ask your doubts now, afterwards. And if you are watching the recorded session, you will get the link for my social media there also. And you can contact me there for any doubts. And we will see you. We'll definitely see you in the next session now. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you, Raju. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'll definitely get connected to you. Okay, I'm leaving now. Thank you so much.